thank you all for coming. Rod would be delighted to see all his family and friends here. He always wanted a party. That's what he said. Is anyone losing any money here? Rod asked recently when he was in Hamilton. He then proceeded to give investment and stock advice to everyone around. As a former math teacher and stockbroker, he loved numbers. It's all about returns. If you're looking for 12%, well, maybe 40% or 60% is so much better. Rod had a trading station with four screens in our home, and he worked his magic, and it was magic. Many friends and families were signed up to learn a bit about his expertise. They were all ready to go. Pink, deep red, and creamed peonies from his garden were Rod's pride and joy. And these were the glorious peonies that Rod gave to me every day, it seemed, when they were in season, when we first met. And I just heard from Rod's mom that some of the peonies that he had made their way to the family from in Canada, from I think great-grandmother that had a florist shop in England. So he's pretty proud of those beautiful flowers. He loved to dig in the soil and knew so much about all that grows and identifying plants and weeds and transplanting and taking cuttings. And we made elderberry snaps from wild berries one year. It was pretty darn potent, I'll tell you. And he sure loved red currant pie, his favorite, and of course his mom's famous butter tarts. Rod had his pilot's license, as you've heard, and early on with a friend, Jim Pike, commenced to build a plane. Although this plane never took flight, and he told me of his many ventures in gliders. Gail recalls a bit of a harrowing trip. One time with Rod and his sister Wendy near Collingwood when a storm forced them to land, and they made a surprise visit to Aunt Millie's. Rod and I had a running joke about bloody hell, a favorite expression from a character in Murdoch Mysteries, Inspector Brackenridge. So everything around the house, anything frustrating around the house was bloody hell. Well, it was mostly me saying it, because Rod never spoke that way, and he never swore. He was such a gentleman. Okay. He was never unkind in words or action. Cousin Suzanne called it a gentle charm. There were too many curling awards and trophies and pins that Rod won over the years, too many to count, but he cut back on his curling and but attended, as Boyd mentioned, the 100th anniversary of the Quebec Bondsville 2 years ago, an annual tradition. When I asked him shortly before the event if he was going to get out to the ice to practice, he said, "I just need to practice drinking." Rod could fix anything. He's so patient and focused on the task. Wendy and Scott helped us get started on building and designing the deck at the cottage, and then Rod and I, now experts, built the deck at home with help from friend Paul. Mary and Jim were always there with their hospitality, wonderful meals, and as a base for fishing excursion. What a treasure trove of stories you've heard about. I was fascinated by all of his stories. One that stays with me is of teaching math in Wawa, Ontario. His most brilliant student was a Native American, and the principal failed him in his school year because he didn't pass Latin. Rod, another colleague, brought the student to Toronto and arranged to have him take the college entrance exams, which he passed. We won't talk about the story of the wheelchair and the cliff Rod knew an amazing amount about English history and science, botany, astronomy, the earth, politics, and the economy. Friends of mine with 3 teenagers really thought Rod was something. Wow, they said, he's just like Gandalf. Yes, the man was a wise mentor. I always thought Rod was my handsome Gary Cooper. I can say that the last 8 years were some of the most wonderful years in my life. And from what Rod's family has said, they were for Rod too. Boating, fishing, curling, the cottage, the Red Miata, the Sotheby art shows to learn more about Canadian art and the collection he had, the honey business and the Florida sun. My sweet prince, I'm so lucky. And I'm so lucky to be part of the Acorn family. Another daughter to Rod's mom and a sister to Heather, Mary, Gail, and Wendy. As Gail said, we'll have to adopt you. And I'll certainly be adopted. You're a terrific family and talented. And I'm really thankful to know each and every one of you, brothers-in-law and nieces, nephews, great-nephews, and cousins and friends. And we'll keep the memories alive. And I'd like to thank my brother Dave for helping me get through these days.